The 2026 Dirty Dozen list. Of the 47 items included in our analysis, these 12 fruits and vegetables were most contaminated with pesticides. 1. Spinach. Spinach has more pesticide residues by weight than any other type of produce. Spinach is a nutrient-rich vegetable, making it a staple for healthy eating. But it also has more pesticide residues by weight than any other type of produce. 3/4 of non-organic or conventional samples are contaminated with a neurotoxic insecticide, permethrin, which is banned from use on food crops in Europe. Based on latest tests by the Department of Agriculture, spinach ranks first on our Dirty Dozen list of fruits and vegetables with the most pesticides. The USDA's most recent spinach tests, conducted in 2016, showed a sharp increase in pesticide residues on conventionally grown spinach since the crop was previously tested in 2008 and 2009. The USDA published results of a pesticide analysis for 642 conventional spinach samples collected in 2016. The test detected an average of 7 pesticides on conventional spinach samples, with up to 19 different pesticides or breakdown products on a single sample. 4 pesticides, 1 insecticide, and 3 fungicides were responsible for the bulk of the residues detected on spinach. 76% of the samples contained residues of permethrin, a neurotoxic insecticide. Since 2000, Europe has not permitted any permethrin to be used on food crops. At high doses, permethrin overwhelms the nervous system and causes tremors and seizures. But several studies have also found a link between lower-level exposure to permethrin-type insecticides and neurological effects in children. In one study, children with detectable permethrin residues in their urine were twice as likely to be diagnosed with ADHD as those with undetectable levels of the pesticide. Besides its use as a pesticide, permethrin is also used to kill head lice and is embedded in mosquito-repellent fabrics, which can also contribute to children's exposure. When the Environmental Protection Agency was assessing the health risks of permethrin and related pesticides on food, EWG wrote to the agency, urging it to consider potential risks to children's brain development. 3 other fungicides, mandipropamid, fluopicolide, and amitoctradin, which are used to kill mold and mildew, were found on spinach samples at relatively high concentrations. Little science has explored the potential human health risks of these chemicals. Most of the pesticides found on conventional spinach samples are sanctioned as legal and safe by the EPA. In 2016, 16 of 707 samples had concentrations that violated the EPA's maximum pesticide residue limits. The USDA also found 83 samples with residues of pesticides that are prohibited for use on spinach but legal on other food crops. Residues of DDT, a pesticide banned in the 1970s, and its breakdown products remain in the soil and were found on 40% of spinach samples. DDT breakdown products were detected in much lower concentrations than the other spinach pesticides, but are far more toxic to people. 2. Kale, collard, and mustard greens. More than half of kale samples tainted by possibly cancer-causing pesticide. 3. Strawberries. The average American eats about 8 pounds of fresh strawberries a year, and with them, dozens of pesticides. 4. Grapes. 5. Nectarines. 6. Peaches. Peaches pack a punch when it comes to pesticide contamination. 7. Cherries. 8. Apples. Apples are doused with chemical after harvest. 9. Blackberries. Blackberries' newcomer status on the Dirty Dozen comes after the USDA tested the fruit for the first time in 2023. 10. Pears. Pears among the most pesticide-contaminated fruit on the EWG's Dirty Dozen list. 11. Potatoes. Potatoes, the most consumed vegetable in the US. 12. Blueberries. Blueberries back on the Dirty Dozen with traces of several toxic pesticides. Stay informed. Make sure you buy these 12 pulses via organic.